Hello everyone, I am BowserJrXD. Welcome to the Fr8 208 at EchoPark Speedway, race 2 of 25 for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series in 2026. The second of the 3 super speedways on the Truck Series schedule, or it's really half a super speedway because the package is so wacky that honestly, I don't think it really works that well. And I hope that feeling is felt by a majority of people. So, you know what? It is what it is. So Jake Garcia on the pole, which also our first field where we had no DNQs. 36 trucks shows up for 36 spots. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for engines to be fired. Defending winner Kyle Busch is in this race, as is defending Truck Series champion Corey Heim, the first winner at the reconfigured Atlanta in the Truck Series. But we still be waiting. I'm watching on Flow. I am watching on Fox 1, although race is also on FS1.
I can tell you right now, as a child growing up, living at a racetrack is the coolest experience in the world because most of the time there's not much going on here, which makes it the best playground ever. It's a lot of wide open asphalt to burn some rubber.
Did they let you just walk freely around the grounds?
You just do.
Yeah, you just did.
You know, I mean, like you eventually know the security guards, like you see everybody, you know what's going on, and you just kind of have at it. It's great.
Well, you have a lot of racing experience. We'll get back to the reason why you lived here, but how about Joey Logano, 10 years old, racing?
Yep, that was my Legends car. That was in Albany, Georgia.
For everyone in the Northeast,
only place that let me race
stay safe with the snowstorm that's coming.
Underage in other places, they didn't let me. That's here in Atlanta Motor Speedway, racing on the quarter mile, where they run the summer shootout, which I know Ryan did some of that. I did a lot of that as well. And a lot of racers have run the summer shootout that we see here tonight or today racing. We just seen David Reagan, who did the prayer. He was one that I raced every day with him. Reed Sorensen was out here all the time. You know, countless. Chandler Smith was out here. There's so many guys that run through that summer shootout. I know I'm missing a ton of them, but there's a lot of great talent that's come out of this place.
Yeah, and your late model team was right up the road. So you grew up racing here, and look at both of you have found victory lane here at this special
Blaney is not one on the
I know it's
reconfiguring.
changed over the last 5 years,
Changed
but
a lot
great
since
memories.
I did it. Yeah.
Some fun wins, and nice to have that Auto Trader Mustang in victory lane.
Other than one in the Truck
Series. Just a
Series
cool place.
here.
A full circle moment for me was what was special. I remember when I won, my dad come running out onto the start finish line, and it just was like, man, it's like when I was a kid again. You know, it's the exact same moment, except we were on the largest stage, right? The dream as a child racing here for me was at the end of the straightaway. We always turned left to go through the quarter mile, right, and get back on the pit road. The dream was to go straight onto the big track. That's what I always wanted to do, and so you can imagine that feeling for me. Not only just to get to go straight, but actually do that coming in first here with those memories. It was really neat.
I remember that moment when you won and your dad came running out and you pointed up there at the condo that you grew up in. Love those full circle moments. You like this place?
I love this place. Like I said, I mean, I won here at the old configuration. Have been close a couple times with this one. Atlanta's special to me. I wouldn't necessarily say I raced a ton here when I was younger, but my dad had a cup race wrapped up here in 2001. It was actually the race where Kevin ended up winning his first cup race. Dad was driving the 93 car for Bill Davis Racing. Dang wheel fell off of it. Had the field covered that day, and it was cool when we won here in 21. was like, man, 20 years later, we finally redeemed the Blaney's here at Atlanta. So a lot of cool memories of this place, and hopefully to make some more.
Yes, absolutely. Well, one guy
Talking
trying to
about
get it done today.
Blaney redeeming the Blaney name at Atlanta. 2001, Dave Blaney led the most laps, mostly in the middle of the race. Looked on track to maybe win, but pit stop snafu, a loose wheel, led to a vibration in one of the crucial pit stops. One of the last restarts. Well, I think it was like 90 laps to go or so, or just over 100. Then on the next caution, they screwed up the tire again, and it came off the car, and it forced him to DNF. Brutal. Who knows? Maybe Harvick doesn't win his first race that day.
This weekend and see if we can't put our JF Electric Chevrolet in victory lane. But so far, having a blast with it.
Appreciate your time and good luck today, Ricky.
And one of the stories last week, guys, it was so surprising to see Ricky Stenhouse, who's been racing as long as you guys have in the Cup Series, had never been in a truck before. So he had so much fun. He's back this week. We know that was all planned, but well done, and he loved it. He was smiling all weekend.
Yeah, it's crazy to see that. A lot of us always thought that he ran trucks because he's just been around for so long. But no, he's a real rookie last weekend, and then coming back for more. And there's so many storylines last week with so many different drivers in the field. But neat to see Ricky back. We also, Carson Hocevar is back. John Hunter Nemechek's out there. Ty Dillon's out there. Kyle Busch is out there. So you got some, Cup stars today in the Truck Series. It's going to be fun to watch.
Just beat it.
5 Cup stars, including that guy right there, Kyle Busch. 13 wins here at Atlanta, 8 of those in a truck. So we'll see if he can get it done for the 3rd straight time here for Spire Motorsports. Brian Patty, his crew chief. The drivers are ready to go. We'll step aside. We'll drop the green flag on the backside.
What? Okay, well, in that case, I'm just going to start with the starting lineup right now, just because I don't know if we're going to have a goddamn starting command. Okay. Anyway, okay, I got my getting priority straight. Where's my right express? Here we go. All right, here's today's starting lineup. Starting 36, driving to number 93, Autobank RV Sales and Services Chevrolet for Costner Motorsports. 32 years old from Dallas, North Carolina, Caleb Costner. Let me get gotta get the right music too. Starting 35th, driving to number 90, Carroll's Automotive Toyota for Terry Carroll Motorsports. 30 years old from Williamsburg, Virginia, Justin Carroll. Starting 34th, driving to number 69 to Matthew Law Ford for MBM Motorsports. 22 years old from West Greenwich, Connecticut, Tyler Tomasi. Starting 33rd, driving to number 2, Moorcore Ford for Team Rayum. 28 years old from Marble Falls, Texas, Clayton Green. Starting 32nd, driving to number 33, Ariel Titans Ford for Team Rayum. 40 years old from Scottsdale, Arizona, Frankie Muniz. Starting 31st, driving to number 22, Ariel Titans Ford for Team Rayum. 35 years old from Redlands, California, Josh Rayum. Starting 30th, driving to number 10, Mopar Ram for Colleague Racing. 22 years old from DeLand, Florida, Daniel Dye. Starting 29th, driving number 14, Ram for Colleague Racing. 21 years old from Manassas, Virginia, rookie Minnie Tyrell, the first of the 3. Starting 28th, driving to number 12, Cummins Ram for Colleague Racing. 28 years old from Chesapeake, Virginia, Brendan Butterbean Queen, the second rookie in the field. Starting 27th, making his first start of the season, driving number 42, Precision Vehicle Logistics Chevrolet for Nice Motorsports. 18 years old from Henderson, Nevada, Tyler Rife. Starting 26th, driving to number 25, Ram for Colleague Racing. 33 years old from Welcome, North Carolina, Ty Dillon. Starting at 25th, driving the number 16 Ram for Colleague Racing. 26 years old from Winamac, Indiana, Justin Haley. Starting 24th, driving the number 76 Interstate Classic Cars Chevrolet for Freedom Racing Enterprises. 30 years old from Craftsman, Missouri, Spencer Boyd. Starting 23rd, driving the number 26 War Shocks, Rackley Roofing Chevrolet for Rackley War. 20 years old from Lebanon, Tennessee, Dawson Sutton. Starting 22nd, driving the number 38 Quick Tire Products Inc. Ford for Front Row Motorsports. 23 years old from Talking Rock, Georgia, Chandler Smith. Starting 21st, driving the number 81 First National Bank Corporation Chevrolet for McAnally Helgeman Racing. Where is he? 31 years old from Wexford, Pennsylvania, Chris Wright. Starting 20th, driving the number 1 Robin Hood Toyota for Tricon Garage. 23 years old from Marietta, Georgia, 2022 Atlanta winner, Corey Heim. Starting 19th, driving the number 34 Bare Knuckle Boxing Ford for Front Row Motorsports. 23 years old from Bahama, North Carolina, Lane Riggs. Starting 18th, driving the number 77 Delaware Life Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports. 23 years old from Portage, Michigan, Carson Hosevar. Starting 17th, driving the number 15 Factory Canopies Toyota for Tricon Garage. 26 years old from Ortiza, New Mexico, Kenner Gray. Starting 15th, driving the number... Starting 16th, driving the number 52, Hallmar International Toyota for Hallmar Friesen Racing. 42 years old from Niagara-on-the-Lake, Ontario, Canada, Stuart Friesen. Starting 15th, driving the number 91, Napa Night Vision Chevrolet for McAnally Hilgeman Racing. 25 years old from Middletown, New York. 2023 Atlanta winner, Christian Eckes. Starting 14th, driving the number 9, Grant County Mulch Chevrolet for CR7 Motorsports. 41 years old from Fairhope, Alabama. 2020 Atlanta winner, Grant Enfinger. Starting 13th, driving the number 19, Napa Auto Care Chevrolet for McAnally Hilgeman Racing. 35 years old from Kannapolis, North Carolina, Daniel Hemrick. Starting 12th, driving the number 62, Hallmar International Toyota for Hallmar Friesen Racing. 28 years old from Mooresville, North Carolina, 2016 Atlanta winner, John Hunter Nemechek. Starting 11th, driving the number 11 Safe Flight Toyota for Tricon Garage. 19 years old from Seekonk, Massachusetts, Caden, from Willow Park, Texas, Caden Honeycutt. I gotta get in the zone. All right, it's time for your top 10 starters. Starting 10th, driving the number 17 First Auto Group Toyota for Tricon Garage. 19 years old from Seekonk, Massachusetts, Gio Ruggiero. Starting 9th, driving the number 44 Acceptance Insurance Chevrolet for Nice Motorsports. 20 years old from Mexico City, Mexico, Andres Perez. Starting 8th, driving the number 5 Topliner Toyota for Tricon Garage. 46 years old from Brownsburg, Indiana, Adam Andretti is making his first truck start. Starting 7th, driving the number 88 Menard Slim Jim Ford for Thor Sport Racing. 31 years old from Seymour, Wisconsin, Ty Majeski. Starting 6th, driving the number 13 Atlantic Tilt Load Ford for Thor Sport Racing. 29 years old from Porters Lake, Nova Scotia, Canada, Cole Butcher, the highest starting rookie. Starting 5th, driving the number 45 JF Electric Utilitra Chevrolet for Nice Motorsports. 38 years old from Olive Branch, Mississippi, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Starting 4th, driving the number 18 Liuna Chevrolet for McAnally Hilgeman Racing. 24 years old from San Bernardino, California, Tyler Ankrum. Starting 3rd, driving the number 7 HendrickCars.com Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports. 40 years old from Las Vegas, Nevada, 8-time Atlanta winner, Kyle Busch. On the outside pole, driving the number 99 Campers Inn RV Ford for Thor Sport Racing. 29 years old from Louisville, Kentucky, Ben Rhodes, Louisville. And on the pole, driving the number 98, Quanta Services Curb Records Ford for Thor Sport Racing, with a pole time of 32.05 seconds and an average speed of 172.98 miles per hour. 20 years old from Monroe, Georgia, Jake Garcia. That is your starting lineup for today's Freight 208. Okay, and we still didn't get going, so I guess they were freaking lying about getting the green flag. But
I want to see you guys there. See what you can do in our doubleheader next week with NASCAR and IndyCar.
I wouldn't mind doing it. I think it'd be something fun to do.
It'd be a lot of fun. That's a beautiful racetrack, and I know a lot of people are going to show up and love doubleheader weekends with the IndyCar guys.
Guys, it's a moment we've been waiting for. Let's go trackside now for the command to fire engines.
EchoPark Speedway, here to say the most famous words in motorsports. Please welcome founder and owner of Freight Racing, Marcus Barella, joined by members of the Barella family.
Drivers, start your engines!
Engines are fired. We'll drop the green flag finally. We'll be racing NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series style from Hampton, Georgia after this.
the Xfinity race is supposed to, the O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race is supposed to start in 2.5 hours. Oh boy, this could get tight. And now we're just waiting to go until we get the green. Okay, 135 laps.
and you know, this Hendrick.com Silverado wants to be out front, so got to lead some laps, got to control the pace in the field, and try to hold them off.
I like how you know it's fast without even making a lap. That's a lot of confidence. Good luck in there.
I made one yesterday. Just because you didn't make one today don't mean I know what I ain't got.
All right. Well, one lap, we'll count it.
And Kyle Busch will roll off third today. Now, Chandler Smith, it was a storybook final lap at Daytona. He was victorious in the end. What do you think? Let's dial him up, Ryan.
Well, let's dial up Chandler Smith. Hey, Chandler Smith, Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, Jamie Little up in the Fox booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Well, bud, you got it done last week. Joey and I actually got to work with you a lot in the duels. Unfortunately, it didn't pan out, but great job in that truck race. Talk about a wild finish. Similarities here from Daytona to Atlanta, but we all know a lot of differences too. So what are your strategy today? The track's going to be green.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, but yeah, no, it's definitely similar but completely different. You know, I don't think we'll ever have any three-wide racing here in Atlanta like we had at Daytona in the truck race. Just there's not enough room to do that for us, and these trucks get a little out of control when you start getting that close to each other. So I think it's all going to be a track position game, especially since we're kind of racing against the clock. So yeah, going to try to methodically play a good game of chess and make the right moves and try to make it to the front here.
Well, I like it. Chess. I was more of a checkers man myself. But best of luck today. Try to get that forward in victory lane again for the second week in a row. Thanks, bud.
Appreciate it.
That's Chandler Smith starting 22nd. Let's take a look now at our Craftsman starting grid. On the front row, Jake Garcia, local boy, gets it done for the 4th time in his career. Starting outside is Ben Rhodes. Happy 29th birthday, Ben Rhodes.
Then on row 2, you see Kyle Busch, Tyler Akram. Kyle with the 8 wins here. He's looking for number 9.
And on row 3, we have Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Cole Butcher. 2024 Winchester 400 winner will test his luck today at Atlanta.
Take a look at the rest of the field.
Why do
They
they only do the
stepped up in
top 3 like
qualifying on
3 rows
Friday.
like that? That's
Ty
crap.
Majeski, he was strong last week. A big push to the finish for Chandler Smith.
You see John Hunter Nemechek. He was really fast last week. A very aggressive pusher. Will that transfer into Atlanta today?
Got an Andretti in the field.
Got an Andretti in the field is always exciting. Carson Hocevar on row 9. We know he's going to work his way to the front.
Corey
Corey
Heim
Heim starting right behind him.
20th.
Chandler Smith, that's a stacked row right there from 9, 10, and 11.
And the Rams in the back.
Tyler Reif in the 42
Tyler
for
Reifing
Nice
is
Motorsports
first
from Las
Nice race.
Vegas. You got Mini Tyrell for Ram in the 14.
Frankie Muniz as well, as that'll finish up the field.
That rounds out our 36
Caleb
drivers,
Costner making his
18
first start of the
rows
season.
ready to go.
Same for Justin S. Carroll, who did not
We have 2 pit
qualify
reporters
for
covering all the
Daytona.
action today. Ms. Caitlin Vincey and Josh Sims. Josh, I'd say it's a good day to be Mr. Ben Rhodes.
Well, it certainly is. A good start to the weekend for the birthday boy, Ben Rhodes, who qualifies up front. And I talked to him earlier today, and he said, yeah, it's my birthday, but it's not a must win. The most important thing for me is to be smart, to be calculated, to be aggressive when I need to be. But it's all about points racing for this guy, given the way the chase is back in NASCAR. He looked at it as get out there, be smart, be calculated, make the right moves. But I'd imagine it'd be a great celebration on his 29th birthday to get a win out here, Caitlin.
It certainly would be, Josh. We'll keep an eye on Caden Honeycutt. His crew chief, Scott Cipodelli, is not here once again. He is still recovering from that leg injury. So David Stewart, once again, is the guy calling the shots on top of the pit box. He did that at Daytona as well. Caden telling me that he's very comfortable in that role. But Caden also telling me he feels very comfortable here at Atlanta. 3 starts under his belt. He says, I know what to expect. I know how to be patient. We also think we will have strength in numbers with those Tricon trucks. Jamie?
Thank you, Caitlin and Josh. Ryan, how about our Craftsman track description?
Yeah, let's give you a little bit of details about EchoPark Speedway. 1.54 miles in length. The turns are 28 degrees of banking, straightaways 5 degrees. Front stretch, a little bit longer than the back stretch, about 532 feet longer. So really creates a lot of great runs, especially down the front stretch, that you're going to have to make big decision time getting into turn 1.
If you look at the race analysis here, 135 laps, 208 miles. You see the stages, both of them, 1 and 2 being just 40 laps, in the final stage only 55. What I look at here is that fuel window, 55 to 60 laps. You do not need to pit in between these stages. Look for these drivers looking for track position and racing hard.
Well, guys, when we talked to Chandler Smith, he mentioned we're racing against the clock. It is adverse conditions. It's a rule from NASCAR. If we're still racing at 4:20, the next lap, the leader crosses the checkered. The start-finish line,
4:20.
basically, there'll be one lap to go. No overtime finishes. This is a rule, and it's because of the rain that we had, and we also have another race coming up behind us, the O'Reilly Auto Parts race. So everybody has been alerted, so they also know, guys, they're racing against the clock.
Yeah, you know, and that's going to be a strategy. If we get, you know, close to that time, that 4:20 time, these crew chiefs are going to be looking at their watch, you know, and understanding that once we get there, there's only one lap left. So they're going to be informing their drivers, their spotters, you know, of hey, we have X amount of time left. You need to either make your move to the front or just kind of painting a bigger picture, because you're not going to wait till 4:20 and just tell your driver, hey, it's 4:20, there's one lap to go. You're going to be planning this out, because it looks like that might come into play, but the track is drying quickly, so I think we're going to go green fast. But that's a big strategy play that these teams are going to have to be looking for.
But the good news is the weather looks good, but it is quite a bit colder than it was yesterday. It's 55 degrees right now, full cloud cover. We had full sun yesterday. As we take in this beautiful aerial coverage brought to you by Goodyear. Tried, tested, proven legendary. So we have 2 onboards for you today. I love that. Chandler Smith had one last week. We rode it all the way through the last lap. Incredible. We've got the 12 of Butterbean Queen for Ram. And we've got Champion Container right here. Champion Container Corporation for Daniel Dye and the number 10. Love riding on board with them.
You know, I love these in-car shots. They're really going to show drivers working hard, right? You're going to get a great view of what not only goes on with, you know, the roof camera in front of them, but also I love this shot of showing the driver, right? I mean, whenever you can get these things of them looking in their windshield, looking in the mirror, and like seeing how much they actually spend time in the mirror at these types of racetracks is always fascinating to me. Seeing their eyes if you have a lighter shield on. So this is a great shot today, and we have a couple great drivers that we're going to be able to watch work their way through the field.
I like looking at the shield right there. Different preferences for days like this that are cloudy.
When you brought it up, Ryan, about, you know, drivers working hard in there, you know, we heard Chandler Smith when you were talking to him on the radio saying how these trucks, you know, they get side by side, they're not real comfortable. You get a few of them going, it can be sketchy real quickly, and the drivers will be working those wheels.
Guys, let's listen to the 13 of Cole Butcher and his radio.
You want me to give a thumbs up? I mean, you're not going to be able to dry that. We're not going to be able to do it. If they want to dry it, they need to put track dryers up there.
Oh, dear.
3 and 4 is worse than 1 and 2. I think
It's still wet.
50 up here with people giving thumbs up and thumbs down.
I always think it's funny sometimes, since you see the flagman there a minute ago, he's like, thumbs up or thumbs down. Like, what do you think? It's like, you don't know sometimes until you get rolling. But, you know, for us up here looking, it does look like it's got a couple spots up there. And you see that right there at the top where they're running. And the pace truck's trying to, you know, pull them around up there to try to get some heat in the racetrack and get some of that exhaust blowing out on the wall and kind of ricocheting out to the racetrack and just trying to get a little bit of heat in it. So, you know, hopefully that doesn't take long to dry up.
Come on.
You know, I mean, it's
Okay.
The racetrack, it's easy to get dry, but then just water just starts seeping out of the wall, you know, and that's just another thing that they have to account for.
What
But,
all the water in the
hopefully here
stands?
soon they will give it the thumbs up, and we'll be getting back going. But you know, as a driver, you're obviously trying to look for if there is any darker spots, that's wet spots on the racetrack, and all these guys are kind of analyzing it, and we're going to get a good listening to what Kyle Busch thinks about the racetrack.
Like if you come back to the one to go next time, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Kyle Busch, thumbs up.
Good enough for me.
Yep.
Looks good from our view up here, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
While we wait under caution here, we are just moments away from dropping that green flag. We'll step aside. Stay with us.
Race you. Race you on dirt, sand, snow. Race you through this, over that, all day, all night. Race you on 4 wheels. 1 wheel. How about no wheels? Race you with the world watching. This guy watching. Race you to the summit. Maybe not that summit. To sub 7. Any event, any terrain, any time. Race you.
That's right. new boyfriend rides a motorcycle.
Oh, it's just a cruiser for unwinding on the weekends. Protected by America's #1 motorcycle insurer.
How responsible.
Very sensible.
And he has a tattoo.
Temporary, from my niece. She insisted.
Oh, that's cute. Well, guess what, Mom? I chopped my hair off.
Well, I stand corrected. It's lovely.
No, it's not.
Super cute.
Very in right now.
That's my rough and tumble little girl.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Ooh, that's rough. At least with Safe Light, you can get that fixed any way you want.
Welcome back to EchoPark Speedway. We will be green next time by.
Noted.
Most drivers giving their thumbs up. They are ready to go. Just a couple of notes to the rear. Grant Enfinger had an unapproved splitter adjustment. Brendan Queen will go to the rear. The 17 of Gio Ruggiero had a tire rub. Tyler Ankrum, a flat tire. And Dawson Sutton in the 26, a flat tire as well. So it'll be interesting. You see it right there. Watching those guys come from the rear, especially Gio Ruggiero. He is so good. He's got a knack for this style of racing. Finished second again last week.
Hey, Grant Enfinger, you know, this is somewhat of a home track for him as well. We raced each other a lot around in this area, and he's been fast here in the past. He's been running up front on these speedways. I'd like for Grant to be moving through the field as well.
Yeah, I like Grant. He's got my spotter, Timmy spots for Grant, and you know, Timmy does a great job for me, and he and Grant's been working together for a long time, so I'm looking forward to watching them come through the field, like Joey said.
Grant Enfinger's from Fairhope, Alabama, like Sweet Home, Alabama. I think it was maybe shot there, but he said it's a 5-hour drive, brought the whole family over here for this one. Joey, to your point, home track, just like
Henry
Talladega is.
on that wall
Yeah,
referring
we
to Henry
raced each other a
County,
lot in this area growing
which
up.
is where Atlanta Motor Speedway is, southeast of south
So
south
after
of
a little
Atlanta.
bit of a delay, guys, we're finally ready.
Finally, I think everybody is ready to watch some racing, and it's going to
I
be
think it's
wide
might be-
open right
actually, no,
into
it might be
turn
the
one,
northwest.
and all these truckers
I
are
don't
going to
remember.
figure out what their trucks has all at the same time, and hopefully they're all pretty good.
No practice, just a qualifying lap yesterday. Jake Garcia
No,
on
it
the
is just
inside, the hometown
All
boy
right,
on the pole.
135
Ben
laps are on the
Rhodes on the outside.
1.54
Kyle
mile
Busch,
quad
Tyler
oval.
Ankrum,
Here we go.
Green
We're
flag
green
in
at the
air.
EchoPark
We're
Speedway.
racing in Atlanta. Cole Butcher there pushing his teammate on the outside.
Here we go. Okay.
That's our team truck.
Garcia on
He's
the
only been in the
inside
truck a
and
few
Rhodes
times,
on the
guys. He was
outside,
impressive
heading the two
yesterday.
rows as they head down the backstretch.
Yeah, you see really the top 3 rows hooked up, pushing here down the back straightaway.
This way, columns,
Got a
whatever.
couple Thor Sports
Lines,
there on the
lanes.
top. Carson Hocevar jumps to the top. He's
Also
not
trying to
afraid of a
make
little
moves
bit of
around the
water right there.
outside.
Him and
Gets
Corey Hahn
blocked
trying to get
by
to the front,
a
making
car,
moves
truck I
really
can't
early.
make out. As they come across the line, the leader is Ben Rhodes.
Still side by
Another,
side.
this truck that blocked now making the jump to the outside. That's John Hunter Nemechek. And it looks like Adam Andretti. Oh, loose.
He was
Loose.
right there. He's still really, really loose.
He was wiggling through
all
the
way
entirety
that
of
corner.
turn
Lucky
2.
he didn't get in a crash there.
Guys got to go down. Ready, go in front of Honeycutt. There you go.
See John Hunter Nemechek right there in the 62.
Corey Heim started 20. Oh, okay.
Oh, he's still sideways.
Still
man.
loose moving
Nemechek
up the
loose.
track.
Still is hanging on, and remember that's Andretti, and he's just getting probably used to these trucks and had a big moment there. Look at this thing wiggle through the whole corner.
Good car control to keep not spin out, though.
I mean, and he's still right. He's
in
didn't give up
8th.
any ground, right? I mean,
Corey
and as a
Heim started
driver, you're gonna
20th.
have
He's up to
those moments,
13th.
And it's like, all right, I got to go down in the next corner and do it all again, right? Hopefully my truck's got a little bit more grip this next time. And, you know, these trucks are so side.
Oh, look at Stenhouse. He's with loose, too.
And you can see, I mean,
Ricky Stenhouse is moving on.
I can't tell if it's because the track is wet or because the track is so worn out.
These guys are just loose, you know, just super free.
Oh,
and I think that's going to get
well, now
a little
the
better as
inside
track
lane
gets some rubber,
partially collapses.
but
But all 4 Thor Sport trucks are in the top 4 now. Christian Eckes on pit road.
Looks like he's having some issues.
Wow.
Have not got an update on Christian Eckes, but you saw him take that left back into the garage.
Damn.
Meanwhile, up
Well, that
front,
didn't
Ben
last.
Rhodes
Good thing I
leading
didn't pick him.
over Cole Butcher. It is a Thor Sport racing powerhouse up front, the top 3 spots.
Inside lane continuing to deteriorate. Corey Heim's up to
starting
7th.
single file a little bit. I think some of that might be some handling things where they're like, hey, I'm okay, but look how they
Cole
spread
Butcher
out
trying to move
the
to the
corners a
inside
little
to make the
bit.
pass on his
As they
teammate.
got
Not
a
able to
lead
get
for
by
the lead.
Rhodes, though. I know he's going to
Butcher
flip
took the run
back.
to the bottom and didn't complete it. And you see all the ground he's going to lose. He's going to go all the way back to, I mean, gosh, he can go back to 5th or 6th. He's just got trucks lined up to his top. You see just the momentum get
Whoa.
lost.
Stalling the run of Andres Perez in 4th. Top 3 right now, Rhodes, Majeski, Bush.
You can see, I mean, he's going to be 10th here before too long just because they're lined up on the top of him. He has no help on the bottom.
Yeah, but for Cole Butcher, hey, you know what? If you're going to make that move, try it early in the race and learn what works and what doesn't work, right? He's never been in this position before. He's got a shot to try to lead the race. He took the move. He's going to pay for it, but now he knows he's learned something.
Great.
And he's getting a little
Totally
bit
what
of
we
help from
came
Jake
here to watch.
Garcia,
A
who
single
started
file
on pole.
screen. This is what people say they want to
He's
see
hooked up with Chandler Smith,
instead
2
of the
teammates
fuel
together.
saving, or at least the boomers who bitch about it. Not
Hearing
fuel
it was
saving
a
is not
drive
optimal,
shaft
but
issue for
my God,
Christian
it's better
Eckes
than
in the
this.
start of this race. One of our former winners in the field. His day is done early.
The 93 has gone a lap down. Caleb Costner, the owner
12,
driver.
13 car breakaway here at the front. Everyone's kind of chose the middle. Maybe, you know, for multiple reasons, I think just everyone's just kind of getting their trucks understood of what I'm handling like. Maybe the bottom isn't the grip level that people think it is. You see the bottom fading as Cole Butcher continues to fade on the bottom. He's looking for a hole to get up, but everyone's kind of single filed here in the middle lane, creeping up to the 3rd lane, just getting a little understanding of what the truck is going to give to them. And
We have less than an hour and a half until the end of the race. We have 83 minutes.
You're going to see him start moving even up the racetrack. And
better
possibly
hope they
even
have a
back
few
down.
cautions and they want
How
to
about
make
this?
it to race
Biggest movers
distance.
of the race so far after 8 laps. Gio Ruggiero up 14. No surprise there.
I think another reason why you see it starting to straighten out too is the risk factor. You see Carson Hocevar going for it, and
going on
you
Heim.
make a move like this, you like you said, Ryan, you got to get back up in line on the straightaway. And if you don't find a hole back up,
He's
you
gonna
look
drop
like
back.
You go all the way back to 18th. That's how far back.
Maybe
he
probably
fell
drop in
after
behind
trying
lane
to make a
rigs,
pass
go
for
to
the lead.
11th.
He fell all the way back to 18th. All these truckers just saw that, and we're like, I don't know if I want to do that.
Saw Carson Hocevar on the bottom all by himself, not going anywhere either. Ben Rhodes out front over Ty Majeski. We're going to step aside. You won't miss a thing. We're going box side by side.
Probably used up all their full screen commercials in the rain delay. How long's a lap? 30 seconds. 2 stage cautions. So I think it's possible. Wait, what was their last lap time? Let's see. What are cars getting lapped at? That's the next question. Hold on, let's go to the NASCAR app. They're running 31-second laps. So I don't think it's impossible. Justin Haley is the highest running of the Rams. He's up to 15th. Ty Dillon's up to 18th. John Hunter Nemechek was running high near the start. He's back to 17th. By the way, Kyle Busch, if he were to win today, he would be the first driver in Truck Series history to win. Oh shit, my stream went out. Hold on a minute. There we go. He would be the first. Anyway, Kyle Busch would be the first driver in Truck Series history to win 3 straight at Atlanta. Top 3, a little breakaway there. Again, it's Rhodes, Majewski, Busch. St. Petersburg next week, the IndyCar race. It'll segue right into the Cup race. Oh, Adam Andretti slow. I think he's going to try hit pit road. No, he's not. He's up to the front stretch.
Working lap 15 of 135. Ben Rhodes still out front. And the 88 of Ty Majeski right behind him. Andretti off the pace. We were watching how loose that truck was. He had his hands absolutely full. He was 19th at the time that he jumped out of line.
By the way, they repainted the out of bounds line yellow instead of red.
With that 5 truck, Adam Andretti making his debut in the Truck Series.
That is, oh my!
You see it right there in the middle of the screen. We saw how loose he was lap 1.
Good save though, and good on NASCAR for not throwing the caution.
Ryan. It usually doesn't, no, and he did a great job of not hitting anything, right? I mean, it's and we stayed green through all that. Guys behind him did a good job of seeing it and avoiding him and not.
Well, look how separated the field is back in the.
He does not look like he's having fun.
Like the back half
and absolutely hanging on to that truck.
Andres Perez is caught up to the front 3.
What did I sign up for? But he will be back in for St. Pete next week. More his cup of tea and what he's used to. Well, I know you guys mentioned Carson Hocevar earlier. He's in 11th right now.
He's
around.
Trying to
move
on the top.
Trying to get a run on Lane Riggs. Gets blocked by Riggs' teammate Chandler Smith.
Lane really, he might have let his guard down a little bit. Didn't see that one coming. And I mean, that's a classic Hocevar move, though. He will see a small gap, and he will wedge his truck right in there.
How do you get Pat, man? And here comes Hemrick.
To make moves, and look what he did. Now, getting to the outside of somebody is huge. Look how tight this is going to be. Just a little gap. Oh,
wow.
That is tight.
Hit the wall a couple times.
And that 34 truck. But you got to take those. I mean, you see someone give up their right rear, just kind of the way the track is right now. You're going to jump and take that opportunity. So we've seen it. It's starting to spread a little bit here. You kind of got the first handful of cars.
Catching up.
The first 6, are within a second of each other. Then you have about a second back to Honeycutt in 7th. And then there's another little group of cars. So I think everyone's starting to hang on a little bit. I mean, we're only almost 30 laps into this run, and people are going to start really seeing tire wear.
Well, I just saw Grant Enfinger come down and stop in his box. Caitlin, what are you hearing?
Yeah, one of the veterans already having issues. A left front down for Grant
Enfinger. Flat tire.
On the radio, he was talking about how his truck's a little free up top. His team trying to tell him it should get tighter as he go, but some misfortunes early for Grant Enfinger.
Didn't have a good Daytona either.
Thank you, Caitlin.
That's Perez dropping back a little bit from the top. Oh, probably because they ran into that lap
there's
truck.
Grant in the 9 truck.
We've got Friesen and Heim behind him, 5th and 6th.
Right there from that cut left front.
Yeah, I'd say the damage happened, and then
Corey Heim's going to get to 4th.
Looks like he
started
got
20th
somehow. Knocked that left front fender in.
I'll tell you who's making some moves. Corey Heim is up to 5th now. No, he's 4th. But the top 3 have kind of broken away. But Heim's truck seems to be really good. You see some guys start to fade. And Heim is tucked in behind Enfinger, who we just were talking about.
There's the 69, Tyler Tomasi,
doing
MBM.
Corey Heim things, right? I mean, methodically working his way up
let me
to where he
look
can
at
get
the
into
lap
a position here, coming down to the end
All
of the
right.
stage.
Tyler Tomasi and Justin Carroll have gone a lap down. The 69 and 90.
Pod here with Enfinger, who's a lap down. They're going to slowly run down this group, and I'm excited to see how this final 9 laps is going to go and see if Corey Heim can maybe pick off a couple more guys before the end of it.
Yeah, Corey Heim right there in the 1 truck started back in 20th. Wasting no time at all. As you mentioned, he's worked his way up to 4th.
And this is a kind of a fun part of the run, if you ask me, because
on the wrong
now
thing
the pack isn't so tight. right? We talked about the
There's
risk.
Clayton Green in the two that the
Butcher
leaders are
went through,
passing
right? When he tried to
by.
pass for the lead, he fell back to 18th. Now look at those
now
gaps.
a lap down.
Now you have less risk, especially if you're towards the back of this pack, right? Maybe if you're Kyle Busch, you have a little bit of risk, right? There's still a decent gap there. He can probably get back in, but you know, and maybe if you're the 80 and Majeski, have the most risk, because if you don't, it doesn't work out. But you're not going back to 18th anymore, is what I'm trying to say. You may go back to 5th, you may go back to 8th. So now, as you get closer to the end of the stage, the pay window's opening up for the points. At what point are you willing to go for it? I don't think Kyle Busch sits there till the end, knowing him.
Sitting and watching. Meanwhile, it's been a great birthday for Ben Rhodes. He's led all 22 laps so far. It's the first time he started on the front row, guys, in over a year.
Yeah.
And it's been quite a while since he's found victory lane. Perhaps today could be the day. You see the names that won on their
Ron Hornaday
birthdays.
Jr. won
Well,
twice
extra
on his
special. Look at
birthday.
Ron Hornaday decided to do it twice. Great effort by that.
The last time
bird.
Ben Rhodes won a
Team, and
race
just a
was
reminder,
at
first
Charlotte in
stage is 40
2023.
laps, second stage 40 laps and 55 laps.
You look at that 4th truck in line, that's Grant Enfinger. He's
Wait,
2
if
laps
stage
down
1 is 40
because he
laps
had
and the
that
ticker
flat
in the
left
top
front
left
tire.
is wrong.
He is going to try to pass for the lead here, because that's going to get him 1 lap down, and then he has a chance to get the lucky dog. Right now, there's multiple trucks 1 lap down. He's a long ways from getting the lucky dog. Right now, his race is close to being over, being 2 laps down. It is essential for him to figure out a way to pass the leaders right here before the end of the
Gosh,
stage.
he's loose. I don't think he can. You know, I mean, he's got help behind him.
He might be
You see
holding
him.
up the
He's got
trucks
his hands
behind him.
full. I don't know if he's going to be able to get up there and contend.
We
to
got a
try to get
string
one of his laps back. You
going
see him
from
just
4th
hanging on through the corner, sliding all around,
to
and now
9th.
it's
Hocevar is up to
starting to
9th
group up
now.
behind him.
Past
With
Chandler
Doug and a
Smith
couple other
has
cars
run
with
down this pack.
Enfinger struggling. It's packed back up again. So if I'm Corey Heim, I'm probably like, I got to get around this 9 truck, because I'm losing contact to the top 3 to where I'm not going to be able to run them back down here in the short amount of time I have.
See right behind Corey Heim, Andres Perez,
Yeah,
Stuart Friesen, Tanner Gray, Carson Hocevar.
There's a ticker issue with how many
Just a few
laps are
laps
left
to
in the
go
stage.
here
It's
in
correct
stage
it's-
number 1
the
from
side by
EchoPark
side is
Speedway.
correct with how many laps are left. The race ticker was not. I don't forget. It's super speedway engine with intermediate aero. So its horsepower is the problem. Yeah, they just hit lap 30, so we're not they better fix the damn ticker. Otherwise it'll be funny if it says stage 2 when we come back from green. Oh man, it's like that's a lot of ads. Oh. In that case, I'll just reload.
You is my new go-to.
What a fucking thing to come back to. I don't need that, right? Because right now I'm in a long-distance relationship. I don't need that either, because screw AI.
Tonight, we got a battle in the Big Ten on Fox Primetime Hoops. 10th ranked Illinois against UCLA. Coverage begins tonight at 7 Eastern. That's only on Fox. Ben Rhodes continues to lead here in Atlanta over his teammate Ty Majeski.
They're getting around the 22
Rhodes,
of Josh Freeman. So they fixed the
today.
ticker.
Kyle Busch
What the
taking
hell?
over there.
We're
Ty
a
Majeski's
second
been
and a
trying
half
to get
back.
around Ben Rhodes as we have 8 laps
Like,
remaining.
what's
in
the point of
stage
running these
number
cars
one. Josh.
restricted at this
Well,
point?
Kyle Busch, the last
Trucks
several laps, has
restricted
been trying to
at this
make
point.
that move on the inside around those two.
Why
Thor
either
Sport
go all
trucks.
the way
I talked to
or
his
don't
coach,
go at
Brian
all.
Patty, before the race, and he told me that he actually has more speed in this truck than the previous trucks he had the last 2 years. And keep in mind, he
Who else
won
has gone a
those
lap
2 races,
down?
so he feels a lot better about
Let's
this
see.
truck. He came over the
22
radio
of Josh
over a while ago,
Reum,
said
Spencer
the
Boyd in
front
the
tires have gotten a lot
76.
better, but the back tires,
Breaking Muniz
they
in the
are starting to
33.
wear
Mini
on me as he
Tyrell in the
continues
20 in
to try to
the
make this move
14.
around
Tyler
the
Wright
88, guys.
in
Bad
the
news for the
42.
competition.
But we've seen Kyle being content in third. trying
Adam
to break
Andretti
away
in
from
the
pack,
5.
and now he's done that, and you're getting towards the end of the stage.
Oh, so
and
there's
he sees these
okay.
lap
So,
trucks in front
there are
of him,
those
he sees a lot
trucks
of
I was talking about.
opportunity.
Adam
Right, opportunity to
Andretti,
get draft
Mini
off some of these
Tyrell,
lap trucks,
and
trying to pull these passes off. He's
Tyler
gonna go
Wright.
3 wide into 3 to make it happen.
First time that Ben Rhodes has been in traffic like this. Wow, those
Andretti
trucks
sideways
all around
again.
him. Yes, he
Wow,
hang on
jeez.
to it.
Oh, 88's
Saw
going
Adam
to be
Andretti
blocked.
go around
Ow!
earlier.
What are you doing?
First time ever
And there's
being
Corey
on the track,
Heim.
the First time ever
Here comes
racing one of
Corey
these
Heim.
trucks. You see
What are we
Corey
for? Now
Heim.
we got to
And
spin.
around
Tanner
goes the
Gray
15.
gets it
Tanner
straight. We
Gray
stay green.
No caution. Still
will
green.
stay green.
See, now with all these lap
Now,
cars, it is.
now the
Brock
leader's on his own.
grouped out
What's the
behind him,
point of running
you know,
these trucks
5
on
other
the? Oh,
players
there we
into
go.
it here. See Kyle Busch.
Oh, Heim was
he's
gonna run on
get
the high side. There he
outside.
goes.
This is the move he's been looking for. So Kyle jumped
there's
on that
Stuart Friesen
opportunity
in 5th.
to get to the outside with that lap truck. Majeski was forced to go to the bottom. Majeski's going to lose a spot to Heim.
5 to
He's probably
go.
gonna lose a spot to Friesen
Stage.
here. So this is getting really exciting here with these lap cars kind of tangled in.
That's Kyle Busch in the
Oh,
battle
look
for
at Majeski
second.
trying to
Ty
make the
Majeski
gap.
Thinks about going 3 wide. See what happened to Tanner Gray.
Okay, he's
with
with Stuart
15.
Friesen.
Stuart Friesen in the
Contact with
52.
Friesen.
Tanner's just trying to get a side draft there, and misjudged it a little bit. As they
Oh,
went
Kyle
through
was gonna run. Here goes to the inside.
Tanner was
Kyle Busch for the lead.
Oh, little contact there.
Kyle
But Kyle Busch, oh, he's not clear. Ty
Majeski's
Majeski's going to push his teammate back by. Oh, Corey Heim, excuse me, not Ty Majeski. Corey Heim pushing Ben
This is a
Rhodes
great
back
racing
by
here
Kyle
coming down
Busch.
the end of the stage. These
Majeski's
guys
back
are
in
kinda
4th.
hanging on to their trucks. I mean, Kyle is.
Here comes
He's going to
Corey
slip into
Heim.
3rd, but yeah, Heim has done a good job of just kind of being patient and taking opportunities where, you know, they're given to him. And now it's. I think
Hocefar's up
Corey
to
is kinda
6th
in-
now.
well,
Kyle
I thought
Busch
he was
cutting
gonna
the
be in
inside of
prime spot right
Heim.
here, Kyle's, you know, peek back under him. Kyle's going to lose a
think that
couple
was
more
a tough
spots
move
here.
for Kyle to do right there. That might have been the bad timing. And you see the
Majeski
line
pushing
up
Heim
top.
back
Kyle's gonna
by.
have to make it work on
Heim
the
ducks to the
bottom of-
inside.
Heim's
Can he
gotta
complete the
run.
pass?
Corey Heim to the bottom. Can he
Of
clear the
course he does.
99 of
Gets-
Ben Rhodes? Just barely. All clear. New leader.
Now you got
Rhodes pushing the 1 down the backstretch.
2-3 here.
Trying to find,
They're
see if he
gonna
can
try
find
their
the
best here,
lane.
coming to 2 to go to kind
Majeski
of
would
gang
probably
up
go
on the
with
1,
him.
and it'll be interesting to see when do they want to time this
Stuart
run
Friesen's now up to
of,
4th.
of trying to get by the 1.
So Kyle Busch back to 5th now. Does he have time? Stuart Friesen just ahead of Kyle
Ooh,
Busch. What a battle
trying
it
to
was
find.
the end of this
Rhodes
race
going
last
high.
year between the
Kyle
two of
Busch
them.
sneaking
Kyle
low.
Busch sticking to the bottom. See?
Wow! Ben Rhodes almost
goes
turns.
sideways.
Side by side now, the
Corey
2
Heim,
leaders.
Kyle Busch.
Well, we see the whole top checked up because they saw Ben Rhodes trying to get to the outside
he's
of Corey Heim. He was
still
almost
holding
there.
it. Still holding
And
it.
they checked up the whole top
Hocefar's
lane.
gone
Kyle Busch
south
saw the
second on the
opportunity,
inside.
put it to the
He's
bottom,
going to get to
and now
Busch.
look, you
The
got two
Spire
Spire
trucks
down
working
on
as
the
well as
bottom,
they
pushing
did in the
each other,
truck
trying to
race
win
at
the stage with
Daytona.
one more.
2 groups pushing each other
Final
now
lap
as we head into the
stage
final
one.
lap of stage 1.
Got teammates on the bottom. Carson Hocevar right behind Kyle Busch. Ben Rhodes on the outside trying to hang on, but Corey Heim, no teammates
Heim is holding
around
on
him
his
for
own
Tricon
right
Garage.
there.
Who will it be at the
Oh,
end
Rhodes
of
going to get
this
the push to
stage?
Heim. And that's
Ben
probably
Rhodes
going to
with
be
a
all she
big
wrote for
push
the
to the
stage.
back bumper of Corey Heim. Heim out front.
Here they come now to the green and checkered flag. Heim moves down the block.
Turn number
And it's
4.
all good. Corey Heim
Corey
from
Heim
20th on the
does
grid
it.
wins stage 1.
Ben
Rhodes 2nd, Busch 3rd, Hocevar
stage,
4th, Majeski
ends
5th,
up second.
Friesen 6th, Perez 7th, Honeycutt 8th, Emmerich 9th,
What
and
an
0
awesome
10th.
race to end that stage. You know, you saw, Gosh, guys, I mean, I feel like the tires wore out. beautifully right there. You know, just guys starting to
that
hang
was
on.
fun
See
actually
Corey
at
Heim,
the
the
end.
left front headlight is caved in, so he's gotten some damage.
Some arrow
but
damage
looks to
on
be okay, but-
number 1. All right, we have we have an hour and 5 minutes to finish this race. So we'll probably, I think it's almost assured we'll get through stage 2. But they're going to be racing like assholes in the last 10 minutes. Overall, 135. All righty, we're back. Your mic's on. Yeah. Time to commence the show. By the way, while I have y'all here, I picked up a nice purchase yesterday. It was because I'm a gaming geek and I like my Switch. I got the Virtual Boy accessory. And I'll turn my camera on the VC side to show it off as well. So you switch. Let me see if I can. This slot opens up, and you have your Switch in here, and it's the only way you can, or have the cardboard version. The only way to play the Virtual Boy games, otherwise it comes up as 2 small lenses, like images on the screen, and you can't play it. And the game won't let you, and it won't let you play it if it's docked for the TV. So this is the only way to play the Virtual Boy of Switch games. 7 of them. 1's bad. 2 are okay. And the other 4 I haven't played, but I'm pretty sure are good. Those being The Mansion of Innsmouth, Teller Boxer, a Red Alarm, and Virtual Boy Wario Land.
Here with Corey Heim winning it.
Yeah, you see Ben Rhodes pushing Corey Heim. He does a great move. He kind of fakes low and tries to get to the top. And Corey Heim blocks it. The top's kind of checking, and Kyle Busch goes from 5th, takes the run on the bottom. Ooh, you see ThorSport teammates kind of get into it. But Ben Rhodes, I thought his plan was great, right? He was trying to kind of fake bottom, trying to get to Corey Heim's right rear. And as everyone was Corey was blocking it, everyone's up, everyone's lifting because there's dirty air everywhere. Kyle Busch just takes the run, right? We talk about momentum all the time, and this is what got Kyle Busch to contend for the lead, and he didn't pull it off. He wasn't able to clear Heim, but what a great sequence of events of just guys setting up passes and trying different moves, but then also guys 4th, 5th taking runs where they're given. So that's a huge part of this game, and it just shows you a veterans like Kyle Busch's kind of wider view of everything, of taking advantage of situations like that. Let's hear what Kyle had to say about all that.
Just circumstances, man. Like, if that 99 didn't jack me sideways off a 4 and make me lift, I think I could have got it, but just, all right.
All right, well, he's happy with the truck. Just didn't work out to his favor. Wanted to get that stage win, obviously.
Yeah. Something I think it's something to note about here. Ben Rhodes led the majority of that stage. If you look after he got past and had some dirty air on that truck, it did not handle good. I don't think that truck has a ton of handling on it. I would take this opportunity to work on it.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of 4 tires here.
Probably trying to play this.
Interesting pit lane here. The entrance is inside. Turn 3, 45 miles per hour all the way around.
I'm willing to do anything once.
It's a long time, especially through this part of pit road where you're just managing your pit road speed, trying to keep those gaps close, right? Because the further you are away, the more you're asking of your pit crew to try to gain that track position back. So you got to try to manage your pit road speed the best you can before you get into the actual pit road right there.
And here we are on the traditional pit road. They're headed your way, Caitlin.
Yeah, Chandler Smith making up some ground, qualified 22nd, has gone all the way up to 11th, saying he's free on entry through the corners, asking the team to check his left front for damage, potentially when he got into the 77. Josh.
Well, Corey Heim picking up where he left off with the stage win, said, honestly, I wouldn't touch a thing with this truck, just 4 tires and fuel. Another guy happy with his truck. In the 7, Kyle Busch, not happy he didn't get the stage win, but happy with the way that thing drives, said, hey, I think my truck is better than most of the other ones out here.
A lot of adjustments except for Corey Heim. Sunoco fuel. See Ben Rhodes right there, 2 tires.
Yep. We just got, Joey just got done talking about, he didn't think that 99 truck was handling very good. And so they're going to throw 2 tires on. We'll see how that, you see Friesen with 2 tires.
Rhodes, Busch, Friesen, Perez, Majeski, Ruggiero, Honeycutt, Smith, Hocevar, Heim. Bad stop for Corey Heim. The one truck has never won a race for Tricon. The last time a truck number 1 won a race, I believe it was, well, Red Horse Racing had the 1, but I don't think Johnny Benson won a race in it. So I believe the last time that any truck number 1 won a race was Ted Musgrave at Gateway in 2005. His last win of his career and the 35th and final Truck Series victory for his team, Ultra Motorsports.
I think the 1 is handling really good and super fast, so it'd be fun to watch Corey come back up, you know, through mid-pack.
Here's Daniel Dye on the Champion Container Corporation on board.
Wonder if we'll see that on any of the Dodges.
And Butterbean Queen back there carrying the onboard for Ram. Sure, a lot of these young drivers, their eyes are quite big racing here for the first time. Of course, Butterbean won the ARCA Menard Series Championship last year.
He's saving gas.
Shutting it off.
I'm excited to watch Butterbean through his career. You know, he does a great job, and it's fun to see him get opportunities.
Guys, the fastest racing on earth returns to Fox. Alex Blow, Joseph Newgarden, Pato O'Ward. They lead the way as the 2026 IndyCar season launches next weekend in St. Pete. That's March 1st, live on Fox. We're looking forward to it because the Craftsman Truck Series is going to be a double header at St. Pete. Never raced at a street course in this series ever, so a lot of new things are happening. Some cool names are joining the field. James Hinchcliffe, our analyst for IndyCar, will be in the field. Dario Franchitti. So I know these teams have been thinking about this, something brand new for them that they've never done.
I think that's something neat you bring up too. Like, more than ever have we seen drivers from other disciplines jump into NASCAR, whether it's the trucks or the Cup Series. You start to see a little bit more jumping around, and I think that's fun. That kind of brings back to the old days a little bit when you think of the Mario Andretti's of the world,
Tommy
those type
Kendall,
of guys that would
AJ
drive
Foyt,
everything,
Dick Johnson.
Right? You're starting to see that start to happen again. It's
Steve
kind of fun
Kinzer,
to watch for us, especially as a fan.
like
it's fun to
those
watch.
days, like Ron Fellows, Boris Said, Scott Pruitt,
road, so we're lined up
Dorsey
tail
Schrader,
end as you see him choosing here.
Mark
Top
Simo.
3 trucks took the top.
Yeah, Andres Perez, first one to take the bottom.
Exactly, big opportunity on the bottom to gain some spots. But does a single file, right? And it can single file up against the top like it has before. And all these guys know that has happened once before. It's big risk, right? But there was 3 rows for him to grab.
Yeah, what would you rather choose? Front row, maybe in the unpreferred lane, or 8th in the preferred lane, right? Like, it's an odds game and this choosing on this style of racetrack. You know, like, we sit through and we look at all the averages and past races. What
we have 56 minutes before the race must end.
And how many rows do I need
laps
to gain to take the unpreferred lane, right? So and as a driver and spotter, you're all talking through all that stuff, right? And sometimes you make good decisions, sometimes you make bad decisions. But I like the decision by Andres right there to take the front row and just see how it plays out. Also, Gio right there. Heck yeah, I'll take third after starting
no
in the back.
overtime.
Took 2 tires. I'm curious to
so
see his
race
progress.
could end under caution.
That's my point. He started in the back, and now he's got a shot at it. We know he knows how to get around these places.
Well, to circle back to Perez, if he is anywhere above 8th place, that's a win, right? Like, he doesn't have to get the lead here for this to be successful with his choose. If he is somewhere up in front of 8th place, he's chose correctly.
Here we go as the drivers approach the EchoPark Automotive Restart Zone.
All right, stage 2. Here we go. We're green again.
On the outside, Andres Perez on the inside. Gio Ruggiero, Kyle Busch. Stage number 2 underway. Really curious about this 2-tire stop for Ben Rhodes.
See if he can hold on to his handling.
The good thing for Heim, though,
Corey
guys,
Heim getting a little
he started deep in the field. He knows that his truck is handling
some trucks
well,
maneuvering around him. I see one in the middle.
After that slow stop.
That's Hocevar.
Straight to the middle there in 1 and 2. And you have
I'm
some
getting past
trucks
again. I think that's
following them.
Stenhouse.
You know, you see them up top as well, trying to make this happen. A lot of big moves happening in the first lap here, and indecision as well down the straightaway.
Ben Rhodes hangs on to the lead for now with Kyle Busch all over him. Stuart Friesen, Ty Majeski on that outside.
You see the bottom. They're trying to be disciplined and trying to make it work. But as you see further back, when there's gaps up top, you see the trucks move up. And every time one truck moves up, there you go, Hocevar moved up. Right now there's going to be less energy on the bottom. And that bottom lane will start to pull back if no one makes moves. Hocevar just went back to recharge and went right back to the bottom of 3.
The bottom seems to be hanging a little bit better now as opposed to the start of the race. I think that's, a little bit more rubber on the track. Everyone kind of knows what their truck is.
Rhodes was able to clear
big block.
And the block the bottom row. Last maneuver was a little which is why Perez is able to get back next to him.
He's trying to get clear. He just can't shake Ben Rhodes in that outside line.
Brian, I think you're right. I think, they got new tires on their trucks. They had an opportunity to adjust on their trucks. So if they were really loose, like we see in the beginning of the race, now they've had an opportunity. And the better they handle, the more the bottom's going to stay alive. And they're hanging right now. They're hanging longer than I thought they would.
There's Daniel Hemrick on the inside in the 19 truck. Haven't talked about him today. Made his way up into the top 10.
See, Hocevar tried to peek to Majeski's right rear. Majeski blocked it, right?
I mean, try moving into that gap between.
Understanding where, not only where you're at and where the car is at is important.
But now he's going to give a nice push to Perez. Busch coming down the backstretch gives a push to Rhodes. Hocevar sticking to the inside to get around Honeycutt.
So Hocevar, he's just doing a good job of where can I get charged up the most, right? So he's kind of jumping back to the top. I've gotten clear on the bottom.
Back to the top
again. I'm
again.
Take this run 3 wide.
3 wide.
Yeah, that's big. Honeycutt right there in the middle.
Trying to work back to the middle. Nemechek.
Run down the bottom.
But what we've seen with Carson Hocevar, and we've seen it last week too, if he has a run, he will take it, right? And these competitors have to know that. He is going to take every run, and he's got a fast truck. And he's been making it work more times than not, so he's going to continue doing that. You need to be watching that and cover as great as you can, because if you leave a bit of a gap, he will take it.
Kyle Busch, here comes Hocevar. Yeah, he's going to take
Hocevar around Kyle Busch, up to second. Kyle Busch is going to be stuck in the middle.
He finds himself almost racing for the lead.
Hocevar is just fun to watch. You either love him or you hate him, but he's somebody we're always talking about as they're going 3 wide behind them.
Big loss of momentum
stuck behind Andres Perez.
Behind the top 4.
They sorted out Kyle Busch right in the middle of the racetrack.
And that was kind of something we saw in the first, right? Kyle Busch made a shot to get the lead. Kind of got stalled out.
3 wide back in the pack. I didn't expect that here.
Back middle of 3, right? So it's just those, gosh, they're running consistent 3 wide now. So that shows to me everyone's more confident in their trucks, right? We kind of know what to expect.
Kind of
Ricky Stenhouse Jr., we didn't really talk about him the first round. We talked to him early in the race.
There's Stenhouse in the 45 on the top side.
Yeah, he didn't look great at the start of the race, but I think they've adjusted on that thing, and he looks really good right now.
Great racing here. 26 laps to go in stage number 2. Ben Rhodes has led 46 laps today, and he continues to lead here at Atlanta.
Yeah, we be racing now. Like
we know why you
actually
put off your
good.
best smile. The time, the cost, the anxiety. That's why Aspen Dental is changing how dentistry is done. With leading implant and denture technology.
All right, we're back.
I think he's 11th right now. And then we see Tom Majeski in the Menards Ford. He just looked like it stepped out from him. Kind of got in some weird air, and then he ended up having to pit. I think he had a right front tire.
Oh, Majeski, damn.
It's unfortunate. He was at Menards. Ford F-150 looked really, really good today.
We were talking a lot
All right,
about
Stewart
him,
Friesen's
and
up
you
to
see
second
Kyle
now with
Busch
Chandler Smith
on the
third.
inside,
You got
losing a couple
Stenhouse
more
up to
spots.
fourth.
Chandler
Kyle Busch
Smith,
back to fifth
the
place.
38
Corey
truck,
Heim is
last
winner of the
week's
top
winner,
10.
now
by the
moves
way,
into
in 10th.
third.
Yeah, when we went to commercial, you know, everything was 2-3 wide. Everything was going crazy. And now it's starting to single file out. Now everyone, again, that risk versus reward like we talked about in the first stage. When it starts getting single file, you don't pull off the move. You're going to look like right now the 7 truck of Kyle Busch, where he's looking for a gap to get back up and waiting for the handling to get bad again so he can start picking them off again.
Chandler Smith is running third, Caitlin.
Yeah, you mentioned that Daytona win. I talked to Chandler earlier. He said momentum is real in motorsports, and we have it right now. He did mention the team made a change to their engineer and road crew.
Not many drivers have won the first 2 races of the season, and none in NASCAR have ever won the first 3 in any division.
These races is of highest value for him. But he said the mentality and the aggression, it does shift now that we are back to a more orthodox style of racing for a championship. And Ryan and Joey, I know you can relate to that since it changed on the Cup Series side as well.
Kyle Busch is back to 13th.
It sure has, right? Consistency is going to be a thing. And when you have these 2 races, Daytona and Atlanta, to fire off the season, you know, 2 tracks where things can go wrong in a hurry, right? And you've seen a couple trucks already with just flat tires, and you have to make a green flag pit cycle, and you're 2 laps down, and your race is pretty much over. that can happen, you know, and obviously a late race crash. We've seen all those things happen at these super speedway type racetracks.
We saw Honeycutt get in the wall earlier, and it looks like he's got a tire going down.
Honeycutt, oh dear. So the number 11
And
truck
it's
is
tough to limp.
flat.
I mean, if it's a slow leaker, maybe he can, but there's still 16 laps, 15 laps to go, and this is where he got the flat tire and where he hit the wall before. And I think, you know, it's tough. We just talked about it. If you pit, your race is kind of over if you go 2 laps down. If you stay out and the tire goes flat, your race is over. And we see him right now. He's on the back straightaway low. He's going to come down pit road.
Can only limp it so long. Back in 23rd when he pulls off the racetrack coming down pit road. Meanwhile, up front, Ben Rhodes trying to hold off Fr8, who finished runner-up here a year ago, and so much has happened in that man's life since then.
Broken
Had a
leg,
major
won
accident
at
racing
Michigan,
last July,
not
fractured
in
his
that
pelvis,
order.
broke his back, his leg.
They broke his back.
And
too,
he's
yeah.
back. He was back last week, guys. Lost 15 pounds, was feeling great in the truck.
Finished
We
top
talked about him quite
10.
a bit
I
in
think
the
he finished
race.
7th at
Here he is running
Daytona.
second.
It was great. And Ben Rhodes, remember, he's got those 2 tires on there. I thought he was crazy. It's making me look dumb at the moment, but I think the fact that he's got that clean air on that truck is helping it live, right? And so he's
Honeycutt
going to
made
do
it to pit
whatever
road,
he
so
can
we
do
got
to
22
maintain
trucks on the
clean
lead
air in
lap.
that truck, because he is at a tire disadvantage. We've seen that his truck was a little loose before the end of the first stage, so he knows if he loses that track position, he's going to fall back, right, as soon as he gets that clean air gone. So he's got to maintain that with all he's worth.
Another one who did too, Gio Ruggiero. You know, he's hanging in 6th. So I think everyone's going to kind of see that, all these crew chiefs on the box, and it might be something worth doing, you know, if you want some track position for this last stage that we're coming up on. And I want to point out the time. It's going to be close if we get the whole thing in or not. I mean, we're clicking off laps good, but these crew chiefs might take a shot here.
But remember this, Ryan. You put 2 tires on last time. Are you going to put
Here's
2 on
Hemrick.
again? At some
Wait.
point, you got to put
Oh,
some
yeah,
lefts
sorry.
on these things.
They're on the
And that
lap.
might be
I
the
got-
change for
that's
them.
not fair.
The whole field may put 2 on. They may put 4 on and be starting the last stage in the back. We'll see. Josh, you got some info on the 77?
Yeah, we saw Carson Hocevar making some big-time moves towards the front of the field at the start of stage number 2. Since then, came over the radio, said, I got a bad vibration in the corner. We see him drop back to 12th right now, guys.
It's too bad for the 77.
Justin
Yeah,
Carroll's
we saw
on
him
pit road,
dicing up
the
front,
90.
trying to get the lead here.
Here on Tomajeski. Rhodes going to
Ben
be
Rhodes
friendless
has now
basically
led
for this last run. Although Jake
62
Garcia is now up to
laps
5th
today.
place.
He continues to lead over Fr8, Chandler Smith.
All right, another commercial. Great. back. 6 to go on the stage.
Continuing to lead over Stuart Friesen, Chandler Smith, Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
There's Justin Haley,
Jake
the highest of the
Garcia,
Rams,
your
13th.
top 5. The highest
Got Cole
running
Butcher
Ram
behind
truck is
him.
Justin Haley right there in the 16, back in 13th. This guy knows how to get around. He's got 4 drafting track wins, 1 in the Cup Series, 3 in O'Reilly. And he's running full-time here in the Truck Series this
Rhodes,
year.
Friesen, Smith, Stenhouse, Garcia, Rogero Perez, host of our Perez Riggs, host of our Flush for Top 10.
Make a move.
Well, this
More to
looks a
go.
lot different than the end of the first stage. It's packed up a lot more. There's a lot more separation at this point of the first stage. So that tells me there's more grip on the track. It's either cooling off, or 2, everyone's got their trucks handling better. Probably a little bit of both.
Yeah.
But now all these drivers are thinking, like, if you're Chandler Smith, I'm 3rd in line. I need to get points. It's not that bad, right? If I try to make a move to get to 2nd and I fall back to 10th, 3rd
We
looks
have
really
40
good all of a
minutes
sudden.
to finish this race.
You need to be thinking about all that stuff as they get to 3 to go.
The 3 trucks I'm looking at is the Hocevar, Busch, and Heim combo right here. Like they've
They're
kind of been
near
working
the top
together.
10. Oh,
Heim's gonna
block
get-
from Perez.
Now they've
Here comes
separated,
Hemrick.
You have the 2 Spire trucks with
Gonna
Hocevar
go with 2
and
for
Kyle
1 deal.
Busch that are really, they've been working
Not
together
successful.
to try to island hop, 1 truck at a time, 2 trucks at a time. Like they're going to do it right here in 3 and 4. They're charging up. The 77 is going to get a pretty big run here down the front stretch, and I guarantee you he's going to try to make a move into 1. Well, Kyle's not really close to him, so he's probably going to wait.
2 laps to
Ooh,
go.
what happened to Rhodes?
Stuart
98.
Friesen, and he does it. Ben Rhodes
Rhodes has a
down
problem.
low. He does have an issue.
Flat
Ben
tire,
Rhodes off
the
pace,
leader.
getting past 5, 6, 7 trucks by him now. Stuart Friesen out front.
He's out of gas.
For Ben Rhodes.
So, damn.
2
How do you
laps
screw it,
short
man?
before the end of
This,
the stage.
that's a con for taking
Devastating
2
for the
tires. I
driver
didn't get
who
enough gas in the
dominated
tank.
today.
Here they come off
He
of
was
turn
leading.
4
This
for
kid
the
was
last
burning the
lap
most
of the
gas.
stage.
Yeah.
Final lap of this stage, Stuart Friesen over Chandler Smith. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. there in the 45.
Stenhouse to the inside. Charging along. Can he clear Stuart Friesen?
Huge run. He's in a
Almost.
clear.
Oh, 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 what a block. Oh, that's risky. Oh, Stuart Friesen kind of bounced off of him. Hocevar's made his way to 4th. Kyle Busch is in 5th. Here they come through 4.
The end of the stage coming. The green and white checkered flag.
Friesen's
in
leading.
hand.
Can he
It's
hold
so
him to the
close, but it's going
line?
to be
Yes, he does.
Stuart
Friesen wins stage 2.
52.
Stenhouse 2nd. Hocevar 3rd.
Winning the
Chandler Smith
stage.
4th.
What a
Giorgio
last lap. I really
5th.
thought
Kyle
Ricky
Busch
Stenhouse
6th.
Jr.
Jake
had
Garcia
that
7th.
one when he got up top
Andres
into
Perez
3 like
8th.
that.
Corey
And he was
Hyman
gonna get the
9th.
push off
Scott
of turn
Riggs
4,
and
but
Elaine
Chandler
Riggs
Smith
in
was
10th.
not able to get there.
What an
coming off of
ending
turn 4
for that
push him
stage.
across.
My God. Between the leader running out of juice to the multiple swap positions, the charge from Carson Hocevar to 3rd. Wow. That's a masterclass. Now, can Friesen finish Atlanta the same, 1 spot ahead of where he finished last time? That's the goal. Okay, we have 37 minutes to run the last 55 laps. They better not dick around too much under caution.
CW.
Oh, it's
Doubleheader today as we welcome you back to EchoPark Speedway. It's been a great day so far. Got that storm cleared out earlier. Truck race ongoing here. Stuart Friesen picks up that stage win. Now, we talked about this earlier, guys. NASCAR does have a rule. It's called adverse conditions rule. If the race is still ongoing at 4:20, so what is that, 35 minutes from now, the next lap, the leader will receive the white flag. There's no NASCAR overtime. If a caution comes out, that's the way we're going to end it, whoever is leading at that moment. So adverse conditions, obviously that big storm that rolled through, and we do need to get that O'Reilly Auto Parts race in coming up after us. All right, so the Poet Fuel Strategy, sponsored by Zero Carbon Bioethanol. You got to get enough fuel, Joey.
It's a pretty simple play, especially after the moment that Ben Rhodes just went through. Fill the thing up with gas, why don't you? And give us an opportunity to see the end of this thing. And, you know, this is going to be an interesting pit stop, though, because I think there will be some drivers that are going to opt for 2 tires here. But to the point, make sure you got enough gas to see the end of this thing, because if it goes green and if you are the leader, you're going to be burning more. You got to give yourself that opportunity to see the end.
okay.
So
Last
they
pit
enter
stop.
pit road again inside of turn 3. Stuart Friesen's got to feel good about what happened in that stage. But it's an interesting play here with this adverse conditions rule and what these pit crews will do. We saw 2 tires do work, so what do you do here? As they make their way around to the traditional pit road here at Atlanta.
All right.
Caitlin Vinci, your first up.
52
well,
to go.
Jamie Chandler-Smith continues to methodically make his way through the field, currently occupying that 4th position. He told the team, do those same adjustments as you did on the last stop, maybe a hair bit more. His crew chief said they'll do a round and a half out of the right rear. The stop had 2 tires on the first pit stop. The call is for 4 on this one. Josh?
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. said that truck much better in stage number 2. They said they need the 2nd can of fuel, so they're going to go 4 tires on this stop. As far as Stuart Friesen in the 52 said that truck is very stable, but they're going to go left sides only.
Friesen wins the race off pit road.
It looks like Friesen's going to be the only one to do 2.
Worked for Ben Rhodes until he ran out of gas.
And I think what happened
is a longer run.
So many trucks that need to get a lot of gas in it, as we talked
time
about.
to the 2 tires.
You might as well take a couple
Perez,
more
Garcia,
seconds
Smith,
and put 4
Rogero,
tires
Busch,
on it.
Stenhouse,
I'm on 2 tires. We know Friesen just did lefts, correct? So
interesting play here. We are showing 51 to go at this moment, but we know that the clock is ticking as well. Okay, so we talked about it at Daytona. This is exciting. There's an all-new Fox Sports digital show, Speed with Harvick and Buxton, fueled by Poet, debuting February 23rd on Monday. Subscribe to Speed on Fox on YouTube, the Fox Sports app, or wherever you get your podcasts. The boys have been hard at work. They're very excited. They're going to talk all things NASCAR, IndyCar, MotoGP, Supercross. They're bringing
Love
it back.
to hear it,
Something to
especially
check out for sure.
MotoGP. That stuff's my jam. I mean, everything's my jam.
As a kid growing up, watching that channel so many times, I like seeing that back. That's cool.
Well, Josh, we heard you say he wanted to take left sides there. Is that what they did?
Yeah, that was the original plan. The crew told me they were going to go with left sides only, then came over after the stop, said, hey, Josh, late audible, we want just fuel only.
Okay, so 0 tires for the man who just won stage number 2.
Huh. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you think you might as well at least put 2 on, but I think they must feel confident in what they got. Their truck must be handling really, really good, right? If you're going to do that, you obviously have great handling in your truck. And, you know, you said it. The time is ticking. And they may not get 50 laps here. You know, 1 caution's going to change that up, right?
Yeah.
And this is the time of the race where, you know, gloves come off a little bit more. You're more likely to have that caution. You want to be in front when it matters.
So I mentioned how good Stuart Friesen has been here. Let's take a look back at last year in the closing laps. Stuart Friesen in the 52, Kyle Busch. He was on rails, another good truck. Stuart Friesen on the outside in the 52, Kyle Busch in the 7. late in the going here. Kyle Busch was putting on a clinic, but Stuart Friesen was not letting him get away with it. Look at how close that finish was. Heartbroken for Friesen. I think it took him a few weeks to get over that one.
Yeah, you're looking at a little bit of a redemption today. So, I mean, he's been great here. You know, we just saw it, and he's done a great job.
50 to go. You know, we have 29 minutes.
Now he's controlling the race. Okay, and what can you do? Where are you going to choose?
All right, 49 to go. I think this race is going to finish on time. Well, unless we get a caution.
Now, remember last time, Ryan, you know, the bottom we thought is not going to last that long. It eventually did fade away, but it took 7 to 10 laps before you saw the bottom fall apart. So there is opportunity to go down there and do that. And what I like to see is, you see in the 77 of Kyle Busch and Carson Hocevar, they have made the moves over and over again. To see them down there, I'm not surprised at all. And they're going to, you know, try to work together, I'm sure, the best they can to try to get their trucks to the front.
See stage points today. Stuart Friesen, 15 points. Been a good day for him.
You know, and
let's get an update on the 38. What are you hearing on Chandler Smith, Caitlin?
Yeah, they had a safety violation on that last pit stop, so they will have to go to the back.
Not ideal. He's been in the hunt today, coming off that momentum, as he said, from winning at Daytona.
It's been tough for front row. Those Fords have been up front for most of the race, and then, you know, you've seen some things happen here recently. So hopefully he can work their way back up to the front.
It'll be 48 laps to go here when they take the green flag. Stuart Friesen, Jake Garcia. Here we go as the drivers approach the EchoPark Automotive restart zone. Flag is
all
in
right,
the air.
green, green, green.
Stage is underway. Jake Garcia with a great launch on the inside with Kyle Busch. Carson Hocevar behind him.
you see the bottom not really connected. You see the first 4 cars on the top really tight. And that's going to hurt Jake Garcia, you know, of Kyle Busch not getting connected to him. And
Friesen
we'll see,
still leading.
You know, if they can gain, it'll come back. I mean,
how,
the momentum will
like
come
they were
back
talking about,
their way.
how fast the bottom lane might
connected as
degenerate.
prior restarts.
We shall see.
See, Lane Riggs, haven't talked a lot about him today. 4th in line on the bottom.
There's something already. You just see those 4 trucks on that bottom lane. That happened much quicker this time than last time. Last time it seemed like there's more of them down there for longer, but they're able to maintain right now. 4 trucks seems to be the magic number, maybe, Ryan, that can hang.
I think so. Yeah, I think 4 seems the number you need. I mean, and they might get some more help. You see, you know, a couple of the trucks trying to get there. Jake Garcia's going clear.
To get back in front of Friesen,
is.
and Kyle Busch leading the outside, inside with Hocevar pushing him.
But Kyle Busch is thinking.
Yeah. And Kyle Busch, I think for the first time all day, is the leader.
Out front with Carson Hocevar all over him as a teammate. They make their way to the front.
Yeah, the timing
like officially
of
the
when
leader.
Carson Hocevar got to Kyle Busch's back bumper
the Spire Cup guys now 1-2.
They were just able to tandem down
Cup
that
guys
front
because they're
straightaway.
Cup drivers. Obviously, Kyle Busch drives for Richard Childress
into turn 1.
Cup.
And this is the first time Kyle Busch has been controlling the race, right? I mean, we saw him try to get control of it early in the first 2 stages and couldn't pull it off and lose track position. Now he's controlling, and Hocevar's been trying to get there too. So this is the first time we've seen both the Spire trucks being 1-2, and curious to see how everyone's going to react, because we think Kyle Busch's car is really fast, truck's really fast, Hocevar's truck seems really fast, so this is a different game than everyone's seen today, really.
Well, it's a sense of urgency right now. Looking at the clock, 25 minutes remain.
Still doable, I think, 31 minutes.
It's going to be close.
35. Wait, my thing is 35 minutes
right at the end of this stage, or
to do 45 laps.
We'll see the clock, and NASCAR will let them know that once the leader
44.
crosses the start-finish line, the next lap will end it.
You know, they're running, 31-second laps here. So I think, they're going to get there. They'll finish the race, but a caution could blow up, the whole thing. So we'll see how
they got a picture of Kyle in the Hendrick fire suit. God damn.
This is not what the competitors want to see, is Kyle Busch out in front. This is his playground.
Corey Himes up to 5th.
An 8-time winner in the Truck Series alone.
You see that bottom lane, the trucks that were down there, did a great job. They ended up being 1, 2, 3. Those are the 3 trucks that were on the bottom lane. Once they moved up, that was it, right? There was only 4 on the bottom. 3 of them got to the front. That's it. And so now we'll see them train here for a little bit, I think, and then handling will start coming into play. They're going to catch lap trucks at some point if it stays green. And that's when you're going to start seeing the field shuffle a little bit again.
Got a couple of Chevys up front. Garcia and a Ford, Friesen and Heim, Toyota drivers working together.
I say right now, if you're in the top 4 or 5, you're thinking, all right, I got a shot to win this race. I don't want to lose that opportunity. Now, if I'm in the back part of this pack, I'm saying I got nothing to lose. What am I going to lose 3 or 4 spots? I might as well swing the bat and try to get to the bottom, and maybe I can get a couple to go with me. And that's what you see, those stragglers on the bottom. They're trying, but they're going to need a lot more help than that.
And one of those stragglers, the 11 of Caden Honeycutt, had his issues. He's on the inside. The kids, moms, dads, everybody enjoying what they're seeing here from Atlanta.
With less burning, itching, and pain from moderate to severe plaque psoriasis.
All right, and now we're back to Commercial. 39 to go. 32 minutes. Oh, we got a caution. That could...
Tomorrow on Fox, the NASCAR Cup Series heads to Atlanta as the best of the best hit EchoPark Speedway for some high-speed chaos.
Our first natural caution. This could screw us from hitting race distance.
That's only on Fox. We got trucks around on the track, guys. The 26, hard into the wall, Dawson Sutton. And the caution is out for just the third time today. Cole Butcher involved there. Right front damage.
Oh my God!
You see Sutton's truck comes to a halt
that thing
right
is
on the front stretch.
Impacted. My God.
Guys, it's been a really clean race up to this point.
It's go time. All right, everyone's trying to
34
get
to
track
go.
position.
35 to go.
Sutton and Butcher were, high teens, just trying to go somewhere. You see this gaggle of cars, right?
Well, that's neither of them.
Butcher,
Oh, there's
top of
Butcher.
3.
Oh, Chris Wright, of course.
Looks like Dawson Sutton's going to be a bystander in this, maybe.
That was Chris Wright in that 81.
Where the hell is
he
Dawson
had
Sutton in
contact
this?
with. There it is, right there in progress.
But where the hell is Dawson Sutton? He's got the worst. His car looks worse. His truck looks a lot worse.
Quite a bit of damage to that Thor Sport truck. Another look at it
Where's
here.
Dawson
you
Sutton?
see Sutton there on the
oh,
bottom.
He spun out on his own.
Low to avoid. He kind of clipped the apron. The car to his outside was really close to him, and it looked like it just kind of sucked him around.
Oh.
And also got de-wedged on the apron.
There we
and
go.
Then he couldn't control it. A big hit on the outside wall. Good to see him climb out of that thing.
It was. So under caution here, Kyle Busch, Carson Hocevar. As you see, Cole Butcher has made it into his pit box. I want to update Ben Rhodes, too, his teammate. He had run out of fuel after leading the most laps today. He led 70 laps. He went a lap down, guys, so he's still lap down in 22nd. There he is.
We have 19 minutes.
Should be getting the lucky dog, right?
Should be getting the lucky dog here. Nice little birthday present for him. Get back on the lead lap.
Why did the caution
That's why,
lap
I mean, that's the break he
times?
needed, right? I mean, we saw how fast Ben Rhodes was, right? He's led the most laps. He's led
55
70
seconds.
laps today, right? So, and you know, had that mistake in stage 2, none of his doing, but now on the lead lap. So, I mean, we're going to be probably restarting with 30 to go or so. He's going to be on the move. So I'm really curious of how good that truck could come from the back of the field to the front.
Yeah, he's got a second life. You know,
yes.
Here we go. Got a chance. Put 4 tires on it. 34 laps to go at the moment. Or 19 minutes, however you want to look at it. And so I think the intensity is about to ratchet up even more. And man, I don't know if we see the end.
This restart's going to be
way.
nuts.
Yes.
Dawson Sutton right here after that big impact. Oh, yeah, big fire under the hood.
Went out really quick, which is a good
Sutton's
sign.
been
You
hauled
don't
off
know
the
what
track.
started the fire, but
And there is an extinguisher system on board that we can't see when you're watching at home, but it's amazing how quickly those can engage and save you guys in these instances.
Yeah, you know, there's an automatic sensor that goes off. It'll break glass if it gets so hot, and it'll suppress them. And then the drivers also have a ripcord for that's interior of the car or truck, but then the automatic one is in, you know, in the engine compartment. So there's a couple little fail safes there if we do get a fire.
So just a reminder, adverse conditions rule. That means when it hits 420 here in the east, that's about 19 minutes from now. Once the leader crosses the start-finish line, that next lap is the white flag. So it'll end no NASCAR overtime, and that's because we started a little bit late and the O'Reilly Auto Parts race is still coming up. So we'd like to get to the end of this thing naturally, but it looks like, guys, we're encroaching on that 420 mark.
it's going to be close. You know, and pits were closed that time. So we'll have to pace another lap before they open pit road.
Damn.
And then another lap to do the choose. So we're still a few laps away from going back green here.
See, Daniel Dye raced his way into the top 10 there, 9th. Highest running Ram truck. 33 laps to go, and we're under caution for the 3rd time today for this incident. Big hit for Dawson Sutton. 3 other trucks involved.
Dude, check that out.
It's Grandpa!
You made it!
16 minutes to go. We're not calling it now. We're not gonna make the whole race distance. Oh, what the hell? Yeah, I don't like it happens. It's so annoying when it happens. But we're not gonna finish this on time. We're gonna end up within 10 laps, I think.
My career and the sport at that moment, and just the healing process for the
well,
team.
Last lap was
and
2 minutes.
At RCR.
Join Kevin Harvick, Mamba, and Caitlin Vincey every Tuesday and Thursday for NASCAR's #1 on the charts podcast. Love to hear the insight each week. They talk all things NASCAR, what's happening in the world, and Kevin's not ashamed to give his opinion about things. It's a good listen.
Kevin's never been ashamed to give his opinion
No,
on
he
anything.
hasn't. So we're still under caution here. Is Kyle Busch shown as the leader, Carson Hocevar his teammate, Jake Garcia, Stuart Fries, and Corey Heim, your top 5. See Caden Honeycutt there in the 11 was off the pace.
Another one?
Kyle Busch looking for his 9th Truck Series
13
win here.
minutes.
And Jake Garcia looking for his first career win. Started on the pole for the 4th time in his career. He's got friends and family here, and so does Corey Heim, who's right behind Stuart Friesen. Friesen got the win last year at Michigan. Trying to get it done here for the first time this season. Gio Ruggiero started deep in the field, in the back of the pack, and he's been running top 10 all day.
A really good run, Andres Perez. He's been up front all day. I mean, like in the top 10, top 5. He's doing a really, really good job. Lane Riggs, you see, he's kind of hung around the back half of the top 10, you know, today, and just didn't, I don't think, quite had the speed to get up and contend in the top 3 positions.
Daniel Dye comes back to the Truck Series full-time, driving for Ram. He's worked his way up to 9th. Nice onboard. And John Hunter Nemechek. I'm surprised we haven't talked much about him today. He was all over the place. I mean, he was up front, Joey. We mentioned John Hunter's name all the way to the checkered flag last week. He's in 10th.
Yeah, I did expect him to be a little bit more in the mix today, and maybe he's just his truck as a handling is good. And we talked about how different of a track this is than Daytona, and you know what you need out of your truck. You need a lot more handling here. We've seen that happen. You know, as soon as this race started, how you needed handling, and you know, you go back to last week's winner, right? The 38 of Chandler Smith. He's working his way back through the field. Remember, he had that issue there, so he's able to work his way back up some. He's got another opportunity to go more, and you got Ricky Stenhouse Jr. We've seen him almost win the stage there at the end, so you know he knows how to do this really well too. So as you look at it here, 30 laps to go. We got 11 minutes. if that is what we're going to continue to do, it's going to be really tight for those guys to get all the way up there.
They will choose it up this next time.
Yes. Brian, and what do you think about the choose here, right? I mean, you got teammates 1, 2, you got Garcia 3rd. They all got the lead from the bottom.
Right? Yeah, that was the first time we've seen the bottom win, you know, and get the lead and things like that. So I'm curious where they're going to choose. I'm curious, do the Spire trucks choose together? Do they split and take, you know, both take the front row? And they're going to stick to the top. Wow, I cannot believe Garcia didn't take the bottom.
Yeah,
it worked for him last time.
Yeah.
Friesen, Busch.
Friesen jumped on, and Gio Ruggiero has taken the bottom, I think, every single time, and it's worked out for him. So we're curious to see what this bottom row can do. But yeah, I'm shocked that Garcia didn't take the bottom. You know, it worked for him. You only got 10 minutes left here, but You know, I think he thinks that the Spire trucks are probably really fast. Maybe they're going to shove through, and he has Heim behind him. So maybe he's hoping that, right, he just gets shoved through, they get single file, he's in third, and then he can plan on his move later on in this run.
Watching that clock, adverse conditions rule 420 is
Stop saying adverse conditions rule. We fucking get it.
Once 420 hits, NASCAR will tell the entire field, and once the leader crosses the start-finish line, that will be the white flag lap. So the race will end. Even if the caution comes out, we will not see the traditional NASCAR overtime. It will be over.
And the success of the bottom lane all depends on who's in it, right? It's not going to be the same every time because it's not the same trucks there every time. So it's, you know, last time you had two of the best trucks, the 7 and the 77, leading down there. Now you got, you know, trucks that were fast, right? I mean, Stuart Friesen's fast. Gio's been quick. Lane Riggs has been okay today. Is that a strong enough, you know, trio to keep them rack tight enough to be able to draft on the straightaways good enough? There's not any alliances there either. So if they get a run, are they willing to stay with each other? What does that look like? We'll see.
We're about to find out what it's going to look like.
This is what it looked like at the finish of the race last year
All
with
right.
Kyle Busch.
8 minutes to go.
See how well and how long these two teammates work together. Big push by Carson Hocevar. Green flag in the air once again. Kyle Busch with the nose. That inside line, though.
All right,
Nice
Friesen on
big
the
push
inside,
by
getting a
Ricky
push
Stenhouse Jr.
from Gio Ruggiero.
Stuart
Fellow
Friesen
Toyotas
pushes him out
at the top
just
line.
a
The
little bit
Spire
ahead of Kyle
duo
Busch.
trying to combat that.
The bottom's not super organized here. The top two are tandeming, trying to keep it up
Anyway,
here.
the choice clear.
rest
Get
of
to
them
the
are
front
kinda
at all
trying to sink
costs.
you back to him. So the bottom is it maintained.
We're
right
going to
here.
have
So
enough
I'm
probably
curious
for
to see
16 laps.
If people stay committed to the bottom, you see one car bail.
All right,
If people
Busch
stay
leads.
committed to the
He's
bottom,
clear
it has
of
a
the
better
field.
shot. If
Hocevar
guys
is now
start
clear for
bailing,
second.
Going three
The,
wide,
spot,
John
the
Hunter
Cup
to the
drivers
bottom
and the
of the
Spire
10 truck,
trucks,
3 wide.
1-2.
Is this bottom lane going to maintain to where Friesen and
3 wide. This is for 9th.
Leave him down there. Still middle.
John Hunter Nemechek in that orange and white truck there, getting that big push from the 16 of Justin Haley.
Daniel Dye's trying to snake that middle.
Up front, Kyle Busch. On the outside, Stuart Friesen on the inside with a nice
This would also
push
be
from
this would also be
Gio
Spire
Ruggiero. That is in the
Motorsports'
17.
10th Truck Series victory,
It's just 3 of them down there. That's
which
getting
they would
tougher.
become the
Picking up a
24th
fourth
Truck
with
Series
Stenhouse
team
there
to hit
in the
double-digit
45.
wins.
Just not enough energy, Joey, as you talked about earlier on that inside.
And they're tight right there. They're tight. It's just a matter of they can
And
stay
of those
tight through the
wins,
corners. Is
I
they're
believe
handling good
all
enough
but
where they
2
can stay
have
close
come
enough
from
to
Cup
pack up
drivers.
on the straightaways, and they're gaining cars down there. They just gained another one. Looked like Akram, I think, back there.
25 laps
correct.
to go at Atlanta. Kyle Busch out front over Carson Hocevar.
Yeah, he's even with Kyle Busch.
Big
Kyle's getting a big shove down the back.
That push almost went
But
really
the bottom
sour.
is really contending here. They've stayed disciplined to each other. And like Joey said, they gain in trucks.
Hallmark
gain in
Friesen
trucks, and
Racing
that just
has both of
helped
its
them
trucks in the
get even back to the
inside
lead.
lane.
It was a big push from Gio Ruggiero, pushed Stuart Friesen out ahead of Kyle Busch momentarily, but Kyle retakes the lead.
6 minutes to go. Kyle Busch still the leader.
Jake Garcia in that 98 doing a great job today. Started on pole. We've talked about him
Kind
all
of
day,
surprised
the top
Kyle
5,
is
6.
doing does Atlanta at all. Voting for Kyle Busch
So
to
we
win the
haven't talked
F1.
about John Hunter Nemechek much. There he is.
I use Fox
with
1.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. just behind
I
him.
don't pay for cable.
On the bottom.
I'm amazed how
Let's say,
different this race looks
I lost my
now
train of thought.
compared to what it looked the first
Oh,
round
to
of
the
race.
inside
You
goes
see what
Ruggiero,
Gio
but
did?
he's out of the draft. He's gonna fall back. Justin Haley is working his way to the top 10, looking for the first top. Wait,
Now you got
I
teammates
can't remember if
on
Justin
the top
Haley
and the
finished
bottom,
top 10 at
right? You got the
Daytona.
Friesen trucks, and you got the Spire trucks
might
on
have.
top. So we were just talking about John Hunter, right? He's finally made his way up towards the front of this field.
And I was talking about the beginning of this race.
No, he did
no
not.
one
So
could run side by
Ram
side. Our
looking
trucks
for
were
their first
sideways.
top
Everyone
10 of the
was out
season.
control. Now we are towards the end of the race, and they're side-by-side racing and drafting looks more of a pack, like something you would see in Daytona. So their race is really changed.
I'm surprised Kyle does Atlanta at all, considering he swore off plate racing in the lower series after he broke his leg
This race led 70 laps
in 2015.
early, ran out of fuel.
He's up
and
to
now
7th.
He's back in the hunt. 5 minutes left on NASCAR.
Rhodes from the inside. Stenhouse moves to the inside. He'll get the benefit of going around John Hunter Nemechek.
From Ben Rhodes.
So Ben Rhodes.
Stenhouse has now been promoted to being the first helper.
Just barely ahead, but Kyle Busch coming back on the inside. We have 4 minutes to go.
He's going to get up right there, but...
So Ben Rhodes loses a few spots, and they're still nose to nose up front. Kyle Busch on the outside, Stuart Friesen on the inside. Great help behind both lanes.
Yeah, that bottom lane's tough. When you look at who's in that line right there, you got Friesen, we know he's fast. We got Ricky Stenhouse, we know he's almost won a stage. He's got a good truck. And John Hunter Nemechek, you know, all these guys know how to do it.
The leaders just crossed the line. That means we've reached our Craftsman 20 to go. And
doesn't matter. 4 minutes still.
Oh, Friesen, I mean, was 2 feet from being clear right there. And
19 cars on the lead lap.
He's going to try to drag
Adam Andretti is up back up to 14th. One of the top 10 starters. So loses the start. Now looking on track for a decent finish.
Really figure it out.
There's NASCAR's clock counting down 3.5 minutes. It is go time.
3.5 minutes. Now we got the countdown clock on the bottom right. If anyone remembers that accursed feature from the 2016 Truck Series season. Rhodes up to the top 5.
Wide to the bottom, moving third in the bottom lane.
Ooh, there's Nemechek falling back.
Running out. You got to make your moves now.
Just
I was
like
trying to see if
last
he
year.
can get around the high side to clear.
Friesen, you mentioned it, redemption maybe. He wants this one bad. It hurt so much for him to come up second to Kyle Busch a year ago.
Right, I'm starting to get nervous about that bottom lane. I don't know. As they run more laps and
3 minutes
come into play more, you got to think the top's going to start prevailing, but and they're hanging strong.
Oh, can Friesen get a push from Stenhouse?
Going to get to Friesen super early.
Inside lane's got a huge run. Here goes Rhodes, making a huge push, and Stuart Friesen's now in the lead. This is the position he was in 1 year ago before he lost it to Kyle Busch on the last lap. Can Friesen hold up for another 2.5 minutes?
He still has his teammate Carson Hocevar.
It would be the first time he had won races in consecutive seasons. Here comes Stenhouse to the outside, to the inside. Another team. Look! Ow! Here comes Rhodes scooting around. He took the outside while Stenhouse was trying to pass Friesen, and he's in the lead. A stage after he ran out of gas. Here comes Kyle Busch to the inside of Stenhouse, cruising right by. Oh, he clears Rhodes off of 4. Woo! 2 minutes to go.
And that caught Ben Rhodes off guard. No
Holy
one thought that a Rhodes was
crap!
that big to go from that far back and actually clear the leader.
Ben Rhodes was so far out front, right? He was just had no help, right?
Okay, Busch first, Rhodes second, Stenhouse third, Hocevar fourth, Friesen fifth. That's your current top 5.
Trucks to the end.
Those 2 trucks have been the class of the field today. Just a minute and a half remaining until the leader will get the white flag. Ben Rhodes' birthday, guys. It's been 61 races since that 99 truck has found victory lane.
ThorSport, also not to mention ThorSport had its first winless season
Can he make it
last
happen?
since 2007.
He doesn't want to let
last year.
get to his right rear. You know, you see him kind of.
Stenhouse trying to get. Oh! Don't wreck the field.
Is Ben going to take it?
You got to take it.
1 minute to go. Ben Rhodes cuts to the inside.
He's not going to pull it off. He's not going to clear Kyle Busch.
Stenhouse coming back to the high lane after trying to duck, make it a 3-wide affair. All right, we're going to have 3 laps to go, this time by. Hocevar to the inside. Trying to get around Ben Rhodes. Kyle Busch is still the leader. Jake Garcia is holding on to the top 5. Right now he's side by side with his teammate. Oh, Hocevar was the high side, blocks Ben Rhodes. 3 Cup drivers leading the field of the Truck Series right now.
Here coming from Hocevar. He decided not to take it.
Jake Garcia to the bottom. Doesn't have any help, though.
Stenhouse gets loose.
He had a nice push, but just not enough.
Big run by Stenhouse right here. He's got to take it. Got to take it. Is he going to be able to pull it off, though? We've seen
All right, 2 to go.
Yeah. It got tight on the
Stenhouse and Busch side by side. Cup drivers each trying to get their team to double-digit victories. Here comes Rhodes with a big move to the inside. Oh, blocked by Stenhouse. Outside lane looks like they've got a run going too. Stenhouse half a truck ahead of Kyle Busch. They come off of turn 4. All right, this should be the white flag.
You could put a blanket over them.
And the bottom is.
This should be the last lap.
Right? I mean, it's all even right now.
Stenhouse and Kyle Busch.
Flag will fall next time.
A white flag next time by. So we will finish 9 laps early.
Destroy the bottom lane. They're not going to get.
Oh, God. Nemechek. There's no gap in front of him. Kyle Busch is clear now ahead of Hocevar and Stenhouse.
Wins. Meanwhile, the 45 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. made his Truck Series debut.
All right, white flag, last lap at Atlanta. Who's going to take this one home?
This race, can Kyle Busch hang on?
Kyle Busch on the high lane, Hocevar behind him. Ruggiero, the ARCA Daytona winner and runner-up in the Truck Series race at Daytona, in third. Here they come down the backstretch for the last time today.
Back up to the 17.
Don't think anyone is going to manifest a run here. Rhodes trying to go to the inside for third. Hocevar is backing up a little bit here. They come off at turn number 4. It'll be his 9th win at the track, his 3rd straight at Atlanta. Kyle Busch wins the Fr8 208.
Time in the Truck Series at EchoPark Speedway.
Good job, guys. Real nice work, 77.
That was a great race, beyond my expectations.
What a race, man. I mean, unbelievable
And
racing.
someone's tire
you know,
exploded
the
at the end of the
trucks
race.
working together. I thought Hocevar would have laid back to the 17 to try to get a run, and you know, it just didn't really time up, and Kyle was able to hold him off. But what a fantastic finish. What a great
Anyway,
last
the leaderboard
run of
stopped
this race
updating,
where
which is
everyone's
annoying.
tried
But
hard.
Kyle
No
Busch
one
wins,
rests, right?
Hocevar
Everyone's
second,
taking chances,
Ruggiero
but had
third,
control of
Rhodes
everything,
fourth,
and
Heim
that was
fifth,
one of the best
Chandler
races
Smith
here
sixth,
at Atlanta
Garcia
with the trucks
seventh,
that I've
Nemechek
ever
eighth,
seen.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. ninth, Justin Haley gets Rams first top 10.
Amazing. I think Hocevar must do donuts with them. I don't know what's going on here.
I think he's going to. He's like, hey, I didn't make the move. I'm part of this. He wants Kyle to look at him while he's doing donuts. Like, you're welcome. Look at him.
Hey, buddy, I helped you.
They're making out.
Never have I ever seen second do donuts.
He didn't.
Kyle must be wondering what is going on. But Hocevar, he just wanted to give him a thumbs up. He goes back to pit lane. Kyle Busch is burning it down for the 68th time in his career. That is a 37.5% win average for this man. Listen to the crowd.
It's so weird hearing Kyle
They know
Busch
what kind
getting
of show they got
cheers.
today. They enjoyed watching these guys go at it.
And there's Brexton.
There's Brexton Busch running
cool.
out to greet his dad. It was worth the wait, guys. Slight delay for weather, but what a show these drivers put on. How fun is these two racing together?
That's awesome.
Well, the goal, the dream for
There's
Kyle Busch
there's
is
Samantha.
to see his son race in the Truck Series and race alongside him. The Busch guys, that is the future right
They're
there.
in the bow. Yep.
And another bow from Kyle Busch. What a day.
I think you should let Brexton drive the truck back to victory lane.
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, he can do it. He might not be able to reach the pedals. That would be a problem.
12 years old. He races the big full body cars.
He'd be fine. He's a wheel man.
And Josh Sims is with our winner.
Forgot his hat.
Well, Kyle, 3 truck wins in a row here at Atlanta. That's your 9th victory here. What is it like to celebrate this and have Brexton out here celebrating too?
Finally, I win one that he's here. So, yeah, this is cool, but huge help from behind, you know. Carson Hocevar was a great teammate today. Early on in the race, I was like, wait a second. Okay, same old Carson. But as we got towards the end, we started working together, and we started being able to maneuver our way through. The end of the second stage there, I was behind him, pushing him. We were able to ratchet forward, and then there at the end, he was my wingman. So if he gives me a hat, I might wear a hat. But thanks to HendrickCars.com. Appreciate you guys. Thanks to Spire Motorsports. Thanks to Gamebridge. Everybody that's Brian Patty, all these guys. Brexton, Mama's here. Lennox is here.
No prob,
so great to have the family here to win one and celebrate in victory lane.
Yeah, and bring me back through those final laps, because you got Ricky Stenhouse Jr. charging at you. You got Ben Rhodes back in the fray charging at you. Where you talk about the teammate with Carson helping you out. Bring me through all that.
I mean, there's just so much going on, right? And you're just trying to protect your lane, and you're trying to get the slingshot when you need the slingshot to get back to the front. Those guys were trying to use that on us, so we were having to defend that. And if Carson would have pulled out of line once or twice, you know, it would have been a whole hell of a lot bigger mess than what it was. He kept it pretty calm because we had a wingman. You got to have a teammate in this sort of thing. And until it gets really, really spread out, you know, 50-lap run or whatever, you don't get a chance to have separation. So you're going to have to race it out in a group.
Kyle Busch, 3 in a row here at Atlanta.
Well, they're probably going to have to go off the air super quick, so I'm going to cut it now. In about a half hour, we'll have O'Reilly Auto Parts Series coverage for the Bennett Transportation and Logistics 250. Thanks, everyone who showed up. See you next time. BowserJrXD signing off.